my name is Janna Szeto, and thank you for joining us on our special edition of the Creekside Chronicle. I'm joined today by Dr. Rodney Clark, our head of school, and Steve Thompson, our assistant head of school. Today we're going to talk to you about a really special program that is coming along in our community called the Georgia Promise Scholarship. So I'd like to take a few minutes so that we can educate our community about these exciting developments. So, Mr. Thompson, can you tell us a little bit about the Georgia Promise Scholarship?
Sure. Georgia Promise is new. In fact, it was signed into law last year and comes into effect for the next school year, 25-26. And the scholarship is a state-funded scholarship for parents to provide alternatives to public education. And we're excited because that scholarship for those that are eligible and get the scholarship can be used for tuition here at Creekside. That's right.
That's great. So, Dr. Clark, why do you think it's important for CCA to tell our specific community about this scholarship?
Yeah, what a great opportunity that this Georgia Promise can afford families in our community. We have to charge for Christian education. We got to pay our teachers. We try to do it at an affordable price. If you look around at the other schools in Henry County, I think you can see that Creekside Christian Academy tries to make Christian education affordable. But what a great program this Georgia Promise is going to be able to couple with families who want that Christian education, who want to be able to put their kids in a Christian school. And this program helps make that more affordable for them.
So, Mr. Thompson, can you give us a little more detail about Georgia Promise and who's eligible for the program?
It's an important part of knowing about the Georgia Promise Scholarship is really knowing the eligibility part of it. It's not going to be for everybody. And so there are some specific things that you have to know. One is, to qualify for the scholarship, you have to be in the lowest performing schools in the state, the lowest 25% performing schools in the state. And so the state will put out a list of those where you'll see if you live in that zone. That's qualification number one, right? The second is that you have to be enrolled in a public school for the entire year previously. So what that means is you have to be in school through October through March, okay? Well, what the opposite of that is, you can't be in a current private school, you can't be homeschooled, so you would not be eligible for the 25-26 school year unless you were enrolled in public school for this current year. Okay?
Very interesting. So tell us about how that affects tuition at Creekside, how that breaks down.
So the scholarship itself is $6,500. And so how that breaks out for us is that it represents between 55 and 60% of our current tuition. We have different tuition rates according to the age of our students, but it represents about 55 to 60% of our students. Now it's important to also know that it's for kindergarten through 12th grade. So it doesn't apply to preschool, but it does apply to kindergarten through 12th grade. So we're very excited about the opportunity that $6,500 represents to families who might be interested in Creekside, because it represents a very large chunk of the potential tuition that they would pay here.
Absolutely. It's a great opportunity. And so why do you think that someone would want to pursue a scholarship to attend Creekside, Dr. Clark?
Yeah, well, we enjoy the work that we do here. We wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in what we do here at Creekside Christian Academy. And it just goes along with our mission here at Creekside. We sum up our mission and say that we are CCA, Creekside Christian Academy, but we are Christ-centered in everything that we do. We instill Christian character, and we strive for academic excellence. And so those are the main tenets of what we do here at Creekside Christian Academy. And we love partnering with our parents for their children so that we can lift them up to help them be all that God has them to be. And so first and foremost, we think people would want to come here to Creekside because of the spiritual components, because of that biblical worldview foundation that we build everything on. But we also offer a full program of not only academics, but athletics and extracurricular activities. And so we've got a lot going on here, from the state championship basketball and state championship bass fishing teams when you talk about our athletics, to state champion chess program and international STEM programs that we have. And so we've got a lot of things going on that we really think are pretty good here. And so we'd love you all to come check us out and see if you're eligible for the scholarship, but come check out Creekside.
So if someone does receive this scholarship, can you take us through the admissions process for?
Yeah, so there is a process that will come out online for filling out for the Georgia's Promise. There's a separate for being accepted to Creekside that's the normal admissions process that we would have. And so they go online, they'd go through the admissions process, fill out the application, they'd get a call and a reach out. We'd have to get all of their documentation from where they're coming from, and then we do the interview process and go through the acceptance process.
Very good. So, Mr. Thompson, where would someone go to find out more information about the Georgia Promise Scholarship?
Well, certainly you can go to our website at Creekside Christian Academy. Just go to Google and search for Creekside Christian Academy, and you'll find us. But you can also go to mygeorgiapromise.org, and that will be updated as well with the latest about Georgia Promise. It's important to note that the scholarship opens up in January, and there's a limited number of those scholarships. Not everybody who's eligible will be able to get the scholarship this year, but it's important to go on there and check it out if you're interested, starting in the beginning of January.
And Dr. Clark, can you tell us more about what Creekside's doing specifically to educate the community about Georgia Promise?
That's right. So we have some informational meetings coming up about the Georgia Promise. The one coming up that is the soonest is Tuesday, December 17th at 6 o'clock. It's here on our West Campus, which is right off of Mount Carmel Road. And so we'd love to see you. You can go online and sign up. We actually already have a fairly large group for that one. So we've opened up a second session that's going to be in January. I believe it's Monday, January the 13th. Once again at 6 o'clock, and then again here on the West Campus.
Well, thank you for joining us for a special edition of the Creekside Chronicle. We appreciate your time. Thank you to Mr. Thompson and Dr. Clark for all of the information. If you have any additional questions about the Georgia Promise Scholarship, you can reach us at the email address listed below. Thank you so much for your time.